Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
That's it. I didn't
All
even.
right. Okay.
I didn't even mean
All right.
to.
I know. I was thinking of. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of Ben. I was thinking of the artist.
I don't even know his real name, but yeah.
Macklemore?
Yeah.
Probably Mac, which is short for.
Macklemore.
Which is short for. What is short?
Michael.
Oh, wait, wasn't Mac Miller like DeMarco or some shit?
I have no
Or
idea.
is Mac just Mac? Like, what
the
is
fuck
Mac?
is Mac short for?
What is Mac
Am I
Jones?
stupid?
Like, what is Mac Jones' real name? Michael McCorkey. Okay.
Michael. Yeah.
Okay.
I did know that. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Mac Miller. Malcolm. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Malcolm McCormick. Okay, so that's probably the Mac part.
So Macklemore's name is probably Malcolm.
And then who was the last person we were talking about? Macklemore.
Macklemore. The other Macklemore.
His name is Benjamin.
So his name's Ben Macklemore?
No, his name is Benjamin Hamid Haggerty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Macklemore. And then Ben Macklemore is in prison.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in prison. So, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode. I think it's
former dunk contest participant.
I didn't even think we would bring up Ben Macklemore, regardless of what he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did something, and I'm not gonna lie. You were telling me some facts about it, like you knew what happened. I have no clue.
I don't know what happened. I just knew that it was a party and the whole team was there. And he got charged.
And he got convicted.
He got convicted.
Convicted.
It's rare we see these convictions. He got one.
At first I thought it said charged, and I was like, oh, Ben Macklemore got convicted.
What's weird is months ago we never saw anything like, oh, he was charged.
Yeah, no.
Usually we'll see that. Usually we'll see it charged and then the case is talked about for a year and a half.
I guess he fell off that bad. I mean,
he did. No one gave a shit.
I don't. Yeah, nobody cares about what's going on with.
I guess if you're not famous, you can. No one really cares what you do.
Yeah, well,
it's the government.
If you're not that famous, we won't know until you're convicted. If you're super famous, we'll know as soon as you're charged.
As soon as you're charged.
But you probably won't get convicted if you're famous enough. Like Diddy a couple days ago. So look at that. Look at all this law connections. Look at this law. Look at this law talk, Devin. But no, we are back. We are here. It's 4th of July. It's Independence Day. It's the Kevin Durant Independence Day. Most people like to think of it as when the Declaration of Independence was signed and whatnot, but I think about it as the day that Russell Westbrook was stabbed in the back. That was
KD was traded on.
No, he left. He joined Golden State. He announced his
on July 4th.
Yeah, 4th of July, 2016. Yeah, 2016.
Yeah.
I remember, a young lad. I just, remember checking my phone. 4th of July, about to, have a cookout, eat some burgers and dogs.
I mean, I definitely remember it happening. I don't remember it being the 4th. That's awesome.
No, it was 4th of July. And that's kind of been one of the ongoing jokes. It was like on Independence Day. KD declared his independence from the Thunder, but to just team up with
the greatest team ever assembled.
But he didn't really declare his independence. He just joined a different country. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Didn't really he didn't declare his independence. He kind of just left and jumped ship. But yeah, no, 4th of July episode, which means
year 249.
249. What?
We're a year away from 250.
Oh, we are. We're closer to 250.
Yeah.
We're closer to 250 than we are 2000 as of July 2nd. The day after July 2nd. As of July 3rd, we're closer to the year 2050 than we are the year 2000.
Yes, but 250 years of this country.
Yes.
We're at 249.
Oh, I was just busting out math.
No.
Okay.
Next year's a big one, dude.
Next year's 250.
Next year's 250.
Okay. But we are closer to 2050 than we are 2000.
We are.
As of July 2nd. So
which is nice.
No, I don't like that at all. Because I don't want 2050. I'm not going to lie.
I'm waiting on 2090, dude.
I don't want 2050. And then I realized, like, if people live to 100, then, like, they might see, like, 2100.
No, 3000.
And I definitely.
People be like, damn, I could really live to 3000.
Oh, man.
So
I would love.
Get lost.
I would love someone.
I never want to see a 2-1, though. I'm good on that.
Yeah, 2-1. I'm very good on that. But I would love
to see a 2-1.
If we had a co-host who just, like, their quick math was so bad, but they were that confident.
No, Shane.
No, don't say Shane.
Shane could drop a 3K out there.
No. Really okay, but I don't know if Shane would deliver the wrong answer that confidently. Like, you were pretty confident in your delivery of like 3,000.
If we were like, yo, Shane, when you turn 100, what year is it?
Shane,
like 3,000 and whatever.
Shane knew who Kirk Franklin was.
See, but no one outside of Shane's realm knows who Kirk. Like, that's not a general knowledge person.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, like, people know presidents and people know math, but no one fucking knows Kirk Franklin.
Look.
Like, that's me knowing who won the 1992 Masters.
You know, though.
I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying. You have an idea, but now you know. But you know who Kirk Franklin is.
But it's obscure. I don't want to know who Kirk Franklin. I didn't need to know who Kirk Franklin was.
It was cool. I feel like I
feel like a funny joke.
Something. I earned a fact. I learned a fact that
he has a good song. There's a good song in there that I enjoy.
There's probably multiple.
There's one that's not bad. I listened.
I'm sure there's.
I was like, damn, Kirk's got it, dude.
But no. We have a lot to talk about. The NBA offseason, it popped the fuck off. And I mean, I don't even know where to start. No. I really don't, because I guess the biggest thing for me, like, if I had to say since Monday when free agency started, the one thing that's been on my mind the most, probably Dame getting waived.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing for me. And I mean, what?
I mean, me not as much. Just because he's still hurt, he'll be hurt for a while. So I'm not sure what type of impact he'll have on some of these teams next year. For me, honestly, it's been seeing some of this Bron shit. Now, obviously, they're going to talk about it until the next season starts or until something happens, but Bron's probably not going anywhere. But they're going to keep yapping about it. They're going to keep bringing up trade destinations and all that shit and whatever. But
see, but I really don't think Bron's getting traded.
But I mean, it's the most interesting.
But we know Dame's going somewhere.
Yeah.
And at some point he's going to be healthy. And that's the one thing, is when is he going to be back? I mean, late next season maybe, if he decides to play, or if he's on a team. Now,
I saw Warriors' interest.
Okay, that's the thing. The three teams that are interested: Golden State, Boston, and the Lakers.
I don't hate Boston, but that would make me think that they're going to ship out Jalen Brown.
I'm not going to lie. I don't like any of these.
I don't like him in the Lakers at all. And what the fuck is he going to do in Golden State?
Okay,
he's going to have to be a shooting guard.
Okay, that's the first thing. So, okay.
They're going to be shooting 53s a game?
Golden State and the Lakers make zero sense, because the Lakers right now got LeBron on a 1-year deal and are trying to build a championship team now and for the future. What the hell is bringing Dame going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah, if Dame was healthy,
a mid-season Dame.
If Dame was healthy and could join the Lakers right now, sure, it'd be great. Now, would he have to be okay with sitting at the damn wing? But see, here's the other thing. That's not what the Lakers need, even if he were to be able to play today. He's not gonna be okay with just sitting on the wing and playing harder defense than he's used
Well,
to
and
playing.
even if he does run point, he's not like a true passing point guard. He's gonna have the ball in his hand.
But if he's running point, Luka is. I mean,
Luka's
I don't know.
Non-existent.
The spacing for the Lakers, I don't think it would work, and kind of the same thing for Golden State.
Yeah.
I mean, what
you would have to make Dame a shooting guard, and you're gonna chuck up 30+ threes a game between the fucking two of them.
And Steph's already a defensive liability, and we're not gonna sit here and pretend like Dame coming back off a torn Achilles is just gonna play some immaculate type of defense all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not happening.
He's not a liability, but
who?
Not impressive.
Who?
Dame on defense. Kind of a liability, actually.
I mean, at this point in his career, fuck.
Yeah.
What's he gonna be like? 30? What is he? But he's gotta be around the same age as Steph, yeah.
He's younger than Steph.
Is he a little?
But it's close.
Either way, he's mid 30s, coming off an Achilles tear. Yeah, no, I just don't see him. I don't see it working for any of those teams. And then Boston, they already threw away their like core of their or parts of their pieces of their.
This season to Boston should not be that important, and to pick Dame up, you'll get a mid-season and then try to fucking put something together to lose in the first round.
So then your top two guys would be coming back from Achilles tears. Tearing their Achilles. I don't.
Well, Tatum's not going to be back.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is all 2027 or 2026.
Yeah, exactly. 2026. But no.
If I had to pick a team, if you had to pick a team, you would have to say what? It's going to be someone who would have to be set to be able to go on a run after this season?
Well, it's either like a team that's in dire need of a shooting point guard who can piece together their year this year, which I'm not sure what fucking teams need that. Or setting Dame up for next year. Like, to me, it's just so far away from Dame being impactful that I can't even think of like a team.
Well,
I don't know what team's going to look like a year from now.
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly where I want him to go.
Washington Wizards.
If there was a team that if I could pick where I want to see Damian Lillard play for or sign to, and it would make the most sense, as in, he'll be back and the team will still be good enough, contenders. No. The Timberwolves.
True.
I like the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves before this season were searching for some way to be able to, I guess, slowly get rid of Mike Conley.
We'll just find a fucking decent replacement for him. The fact that they've gone this long without finding a better point guard, not that Mike Conley's trash, but it's like
he's just older. But I'm saying they ride one more season out with Mike Conley at point. They are, if they haven't already, I believe, expected to sign Julius Randle to an extension.
They already did it.
You got Gobert. You got Ant. You got Dame coming back healthy. If not, I mean,
Jaden McDaniels.
Say Jaden Daniels on the fucking wing. It's like
McDaniels.
Say Jaden McDaniels. Say Dame comes back fucking April.
Yeah.
And then he can help them late in the season. That's the only team. Or the only
that's a team that loves the three ball. You get Ant, who's coming off his best 3-point shooting season, led the league in 3-pointers. Dame can still shoot like a motherfucker. That's the way they run their team, straight shooting.
And then that postseason run when they start just chucking threes. I mean, you can get a little more efficiency out of Dame.
For sure.
The only other team that I could think of to where it's like this is like now Timberwolves are especially for the following season and could help for if he return late next year. The team that I think would specifically be nice if he came in late next season probably would be Denver, because it's just imagine a healthy Dame basically coming in and filling the same role that Russ played last season.
True.
But
We're looking at an old, you're right, an older Dame.
But it's just Dame. So instead of having a playmaker coming off the bench, you're looking more of I guess,
a scorer.
A scorer, or it would. I don't know. I feel like he just works a little bit better with Denver. Russ as a starter.
There's a lot of people who can go and play for Denver.
Russ starting with Denver would have been cool, like with him and Jokic. But it was just, I mean, you got Jamal Murray out there. It's like, I mean, they were never gonna. That was never gonna be there was never gonna be time for that chemistry to be built, anyways. So,
I mean, there's been talk about getting Jamal out of there.
I don't think that's happening though.
I don't think so. I think it would be pretty stupid. I think it's just people who look at the Nuggets this year and go, "Oh, they didn't win a final, so they got to go back to the drawing boards." Like, no, they still have a fucking great team that has the best chemistry in the league. They'll be all right.
But if I had to pick, I would say Timberwolves. That's the ideal place for me, especially. I mean,
I don't hate that.
Healthy Dame with an Anthony Edwards. I mean, come on, that's entertaining basketball. That's
nice.
A reason to want to see anything that's going on in the city. I was about to say city. Never mind.
It's a state.
Let's just move on. But I mean, I guess in that city.
They play in the city.
Play in Minneapolis? Where they play?
Minneapolis, I think.
Okay, sure, in that city.
There's not a lot of big cities in that state.
But no, all of Minnesota. I mean, it's just it's sometimes it's hard to, want to know what's going on over there. And then the next thing, I guess, kind of ties into, Dame getting waived by the Bucks is there's some teams, and we kind of talked about this last episode or whenever about Boston. There's some teams who are pretty much just counting themselves out for next year.
What in
the NBA? Like they've made it clear, like we are not going to compete next year at all. Boston. I mean, they already started getting rid of guys who were core pieces of their championship team or championship run. B,
which I think is fine.
Well, it's not going to be
fine.
Instead
of going out and spending the money and like not getting anything for Drew Holiday and not getting anything for Kristaps next year. Send him out now while Tatum's hurt. This is the perfect time to do a little mini rebuild and get shit rocking.
But what rebuild?
What do you mean?
I just
get fresher legs out there.
But I'm saying what rebuild? They're at this point they're looking to shop Jaylen Brown. I see Tatum coming back to a bunch of unknown faces.
Yeah, but I mean, I would assume that they're shooting for the year after. They're not shooting for this year at all. Now, getting rid of Jalen's pretty fucking dumb, but...
But, I mean, when it's only July, like, when it's only the 4th of July and you've made it clear, like, we're not going to contend next season, I don't really see you having the best motivation to just go, balls to the walls, be contenders the following year. Same thing with Milwaukee. I'm kind of pissed at Milwaukee. They went from Giannis, Chris Middleton, Damian Lillard to Giannis, Myles Turner, and Kyle Kuzma.
Yep. And the Kuzma-Middleton trade still baffles me. It makes no sense why that was done. That helped nobody.
Cap space?
Maybe. It helped literally nobody. And then to waive Dame.
Waive Dame.
Now, granted, that Bucks team isn't going to do anything with Dame there or not, but I don't know. I think they could have developed something, but he got hurt.
And then what does Myles Turner inadvertently do by going to Milwaukee? Oh, well, Pacers. When you said that was their only finals appearance, they made sure you were going to be right.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to get rid of Myles. We're just going to let Myles Turner walk. Hallie's not going to be back next year, so it's going to be the fucking Pascal show next season. If he's even on the Pacers. I mean, fuck, he might end up getting traded if they only have 20 wins by the All-Star break. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, the Pacers were such a flip-floppy team the past 3 years or the past few years. And then the second they make a finals appearance, it's like, oh, well, this team could be doing this for a long. It's like, no, this team got hot. Cool.
But even if they, as an organization, believe that they could do this for a, go on a deep run or go on a, have this big window of opportunity to win a championship, they wouldn't have let Myles Turner walk.
I mean, did he walk or did he get traded?
He was a free agent.
Fuck.
I'm like 99% sure that's just what happened.
Yeah.
He,
again, like Halliburton's going to be out all year, so I'm assuming that they're looking at next season.
Bucks waived Dame to make room for Myles Turner signing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. If I was Giannis, and I know I kind of
step in the fuck out of it. If I was Giannis, I would have left when they hired Doc.
See, if I'm Giannis, and I know we kind of shit on players for doing this, but I'd sit out.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking me. Like this, I'm in my prime.
And he also has been way too fucking loyal to this organization.
Yeah, and
through everything.
And I'm in my prime.
Well, the back half.
I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime. I mean, what?
He won MVPs in 20 and 21.
He's 30 years old. He's in his prime.
Sure.
He's absolutely in his prime. You don't bring Damian Lillard as your co-star and not to someone that's out of their prime. The man is in his prime. And they are doing absolutely nothing but throwing a bunch of bums his way. Not bums, but just this squad, this rotation. I mean, it's going to be what? So it's Giannis, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, Myles Turner. Is that the lineup they're going to run with? And then what? Who are they going to pick up at free agency? Chris Paul?
Why not?
They can go get Chris Paul. Doc Rivers.
He's played with Doc. Yeah, Chris Paul, Doc Rivers.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love that.
We love that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Loud City again, dude.
Why don't they get Austin?
Austin, what?
Exactly.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Rivers.
Oh, fuck Austin Rivers, dude. Yeah, get Austin Rivers and Blake Griffin back out there.
Austin, what? The guy that we're talking about, his kid.
Yeah, his fucking kid. And you know his other kid?
No.
His daughter.
Oh, what's she do?
Wasn't she? I think she was engaged to PG, and I think he cheated on her.
Yeah.
With a stripper.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to throw that on PG if that's not the exact story, but it was definitely something involving Paul George.
I think it's close.
Something. Who cares? Whatever. He can tell a story in his podcast one day. But no, the Bucks, Pacers.
He has a fucking PG podcast, dude.
The Bucks, the Pacers, the Celtics, they've all made it very clear that they are sitting next season out.
Essentially. Unless they catch some fucking crazy Pacers type wind.
Yeah, but who though? The only team out of this three are what? The
Milwaukee.
Bucks?
Yeah.
But there's just no way. There's no way.
If Giannis takes the fuck over and they get maybe another role player, then they're gonna make the playoffs.
I guess.
They're in the East.
They'll make the playoffs, but make no noise.
No.
They could easily get.
There's not going to be a lot of teams in the East making any fucking noise.
We'll see. Well, yeah, no, literally 3 teams right now. I just said have completely sat out of next season, and they still might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad on the East part. But okay, I believe we hinted at this last episode. DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
To the Lakers.
I brought it up and I was like, why are people talking about this? And you're like, I kind of fuck with it.
No, because I fucking do.
Yeah.
Now, okay, here's the thing about DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. The problem is what people are doing is they're gassing it. Mm. And when I say gassing it, it's not that it's a bad move. It's just not it. like this can't be the only.
This isn't the final squad.
This like because when you look at this, if you look at any lineup, period, it's still. I mean, if we are looking at it in terms of we want to go on a championship run next season, I just don't. I don't see it. I think they need one more guy, one more fucking wing that's just going just I know it's cliche to say, but just a nice 3-and-D wing, like just
Reeves.
Well, no, I don't think Reeves is that, and it's definitely not him.
Reevesy boy.
It's like I guess what they thought they were going to get out of Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, I'm just saying, like they just need somebody. They just need something else to mix that lineup up a little bit more because I'm still
Darius Garland.
Like I'm glad something. I mean, fucking hell. But I'm saying I'm glad that they handled the big situation because honestly, if they would have just made the move if they would have just fucking waited for the offseason, signed DeAndre Ayton, and then still had Anthony Davis,
they'd be all right.
We would be looking at a very, very beautiful fucking front court with LeBron at the 3. I mean,
hopefully we're gonna get to see Skinny Luka. I don't know what Skinny Luka's gonna be. People are talking about it like he's gonna be some defensive demon, but like we said last podcast, not a fucking chance.
If Luka's playing defense next year, then okay, we're
lock in.
We got a chance.
But the second they start bringing up this, like, oh, well, we get rid of Bron, and people are like, oh, well, the future of Luka is more important than what they're doing with Bron. It's like, well, then you're never gonna win shit. Because what the fuck are you gonna add to that Luka team where you're gonna win a championship immediately?
I mean, it's just right now. What are you gonna add for the future? It's not.
I know, but again, like you said last pod, it's like you can't look at the full future and winning a championship. They've done that for way too long.
Yeah, they've been doing that for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if you get one more guy,
14 years.
You get one more 3-and-D guy out there that can play on the wing. I'm saying I'm just looking at it I'm looking at it from a standpoint of you could have a lineup where if LeBron pulls his groin and has to sit out 2 weeks, Luka can still go out there with the DeAndre Ayton and maybe a Dalton and Austin Reeves connection, maybe something there, and then
forgot about Dalton.
That other guy over there on the wing, just guarding the best man on the other team, and able to knock down shots when Luka hits him. I mean, just that's all I want. That's all I want to see out of that team. But I don't know. I like I said, I like it, but they still they need a little more depth. They need that guy. I'm glad they handled an obvious situation. Like it has been a minute since it's been like, I mean, ever since the bubble chip, it's like, okay, so y'all gonna get the Lakers another big, or y'all just gonna make AD fucking run center? And even though he's like to the public is like, I don't want to play center. Like,
he's like, I'm not a 5.
I'm not a center. I don't know why.
You're 7'2", but he's like, nah, not a fucking 5.
Yeah, it's like, no, I mean, like, no, like you definitely are and can be a center, but sure. Okay, let me take that back. You can be a center. You are a power forward, but I mean, when you look at it, I mean, championship year, yeah, no, you were running the 4, and that's that's kind of how they should have ran it last year, or waited to pick up a fucking DeAndre Ayton.
It's not like we were asking for like, yo, get the best center in the league. It's like, just give him a fucking big man.
Someone that's going 10-10, 10-10,
sure.
10-10 in a couple blocks.
Shit, 5-10. Who cares?
10-10,
5-15.
10-10, a couple of blocks. Let LeBron and AD cook. I mean, they would have had something over there. And it's not to discredit Luka, but I mean, if we're gonna worry about the future, then okay, trade LeBron. Trade LeBron. Get LeBron out of there. Let's get over this era. Send LeBron somewhere where he can win. Fuck it. Send LeBron to Houston. Let's just send all the old heads to Houston. I want all the 40-year-old.
People are still talking about Bron to Golden State.
Oh my God. There's no way. That's something that the NBA wouldn't let happen.
They would. They don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not gonna lie. They're not. No,
they're
because
not gonna veto it when they're fucking 41-36.
I'm gonna tell you, this is how much they prioritize stupid shit. They would veto that just so they'd have a good matchup for Christmas.
Sure.
Like, that's it. Oh, but we get LeBron and stuff on Christmas.
We get Golden State and the Lakers on Christmas.
Make sure you guys are watching December 25th.
Make sure you guys are watching this one game when football's on.
But oh yeah, no. And this year, I mean, fuck. I'm pretty sure the schedule for Christmas again is
dumb stupid.
Good. Okay. Moving on from NBA moves in the offseason. There was a move made by an NFL team in their offseason. That at first glance, you're like, oh, whoa. Like the Steelers got Jalen Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
You're like, damn, that's cool. Like, I wonder for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
Interesting.
So yeah, get rid of what? Their best DB.
Their Pro Bowl safety.
Yep.
Let's get rid of our Pro Bowl safety.
A 30-some-year-old Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, you want to talk about someone on their back nine?
It's Jalen.
It's Jalen fucking Ramsey.
Oh, and then well, look at that. They got Jonnu Smith. Even though they have what? Pat Freiermuth?
Pat Freiermuth, yeah, they don't need Jonnu Smith.
They didn't need Jonnu Smith.
So
made no sense.
It's like, yeah, at first, you would.
And then Miami goes, we need a tight end.
Hold on, don't even. We're gonna talk about that.
That is like the dumbest day in all of fucking football history.
So they send Jalen Ramsey to Miami. They're like, okay, so you want Jalen Ramsey, and y'all are gonna give us Minkah Fitzpatrick? Okay, you win.
Cool.
You fucking win. It's like, I don't know. If I was a GM and I didn't get pushback on a trade, I might rethink the deal. Like, I feel like there always needs to be a little bit something.
A little bit of haggle.
I mean, come on. Like, you're telling me
they're like, no, we'll give you Minkah for anything. I don't care.
You want to talk about a bunch of stupid shit going on in Miami and Pittsburgh? Steelers GM just got a 3-year contract extension.
Bro.
For fucking what?
For trying to destroy your relationship with one of the best defensive players in the league, trading away your best safety, and
so they gave up Minkah. They gave up the rest of Minkah's prime for Jalen Ramsey. They let Aaron Rodgers pussyfoot until he finally made his decision.
Yep.
They traded away George Pickens after having like one of the best possible wide receiver duos going into next year.
Yep.
And the only thing they needed was a quarterback.
Yep. And they're trying to somehow get rid of TJ.
I was just about to say, and they're pissing TJ Watt off.
Like bad.
Like they don't want to pay TJ Watt, but they want to pay what's his name? Omar Khan. What the
fuck is it?
They're gonna pay Omar Khan. Their GM, Steelers
That's
GM.
The GM?
Steelers GM.
Oh no, the owner of the Jags. His name's Khan too.
Omar Khan gets a 3-year extension, and he's pretty much done absolutely nothing but create a dumpster fire of a team. I mean, it's like
just an old head dumpster fire.
It's like it's like they're playing Connect 4, but like I don't know. It's like
all the pieces are yellow.
It's like they get 3 in a row, and then they just like
it's like playing Connect 4 when you don't have the bottom locked.
Or it's like they're like
just
playing,
drop one in and it just jingles.
Or like they're like playing Tetris and they have the right size for the right spot, and then just last second just hit a left or a right and start a new block. Like it's just they're so close.
They're playing golf with a bowling ball.
Dude,
some of the dumbest guys I've ever seen. They don't have a running back. Like they have
Jalen Warren. Come on.
He's 4'8". They suck,
on, bro.
They're going to suck. Oh yeah, this Samoa.
Come on, Jalen Warren. What are you talking about? They're obviously fine. They were obviously fine with let Najee Harris walk. Like, what are we doing?
Yep.
What the fuck? As a Ravens
let Najee
fan,
walk, trade pick, get rid of Minkah, and Aaron's like, Thank God you got rid of those scrub bums. Now I can finally breathe.
I mean, as a Ravens fan, I truly would love a. Well, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to Sunday, if I get to just watch us beat the shit out of Pittsburgh twice next year,
yeah,
by all means, it's great. But at the same time, if I want to talk even more shit, I'd like to beat a good Steelers team. I don't want to go into a Steelers team that's 4-6 and they're just pitiful and TJ Watt's sitting out week 11 and
they're about to have their worst season in 58 years.
Mind you, what do corners do when they get old?
Suck.
No, what do corners do on defense when they get old?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, the first report when Jalen Ramsey got traded was Jalen Ramsey will take snaps at safety as well. And blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's what happens when safeties don't have it anymore. When they fucking lose a step, they go 20 yards the other way and play fucking safety.
Well, guess what? He's back on the Dolphins now. He was a Dolphin first, right?
Back on the Dolphins. And probably not for long. I mean, you think he left Miami and spent time one of the greatest franchises when it comes to defense, and he is just going to stay in Miami?
Well, who was Minkah traded for to the Steelers? I can't remember, but either way, this Steelers situation is somehow worse than the Jets situation. The Jets were able to assemble a better team than the Steelers have.
Yeah, it's they put together a great team and it just fell apart week 1. Yeah, this is a pile of shit. This is something that's not.
It's not going to get better.
This is not going to be anything. Nothing's going to be together week 1. These.
Well, they've made so many moves that are just there's no. You can't replace George Pickens. You can't replace Najee Harris. You're not going to replace Minkah. You bought Jonnu for no reason, just to fucking have something. You couldn't have got a running back out of that. Instead, you get Jonnu Smith. You couldn't have got Achane or something. You get nothing.
Nothing. They don't give a fuck. They
have a 40-some-year-old drug addict quarterback.
But it's kind of the same thing with I don't know, LeBron and the Lakers. It's why bring Aaron Rodgers, knowing this is his last ride?
Exactly.
And you guys might go 9-8.
Yeah. No, this is like Braun being a free agent and being oh, I'm going to sign with the Wizards. And yeah, nothing's going to happen.
No, I wouldn't call them the Wizards. It's it's just.
What's a really good organization? It's like him going to the Spurs, and then they trade away Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, and they leave him with who the fuck?
But this is the perfect example of 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Of course.
This is literally if you needed to open a dictionary, it'd be how the Pittsburgh Steelers handled their 2025 offseason.
Yep.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. I mean, they are going to be so far behind by the time the season starts. I almost feel bad as a Ravens fan.
But the way that we're talking about it now, if this team makes the playoffs, what's his nuts gets to keep his job, or even if they win 9 games.
If this team makes the playoffs, the AFC sucked dick next year.
Yeah.
I'm just calling that now. There's absolutely no.
There's going to be 8 quarterbacks tearing their ACL.
I'll call it now. They're not going to make the playoffs.
I agree.
There. How about that? I'm going to say the Steelers don't make the playoffs. I mean, I just don't know. I don't see a world where they. I don't know. They've made too many moves. I don't like it. I don't.
It's not even like they've made moves. They've just gotten rid of guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Najee walked. Who the fuck did they trade Pickens for?
6 and something.
The fuck is that?
But I was just about to say maybe if they get their shit together with TJ, it's that only solves 1 problem.
It doesn't even really solve a problem. You just get a couple of more sacks.
You're still not getting fucking George or Minkah back, so I don't know. I don't like it at all.
But if you think about it, they didn't this trade should have been vetoed. What benefit do they have of getting Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith?
What benefit do they have from
that trade does not help them in any way. trading away George Pickens doesn't help them. Like, if this team had George Pickens, it had Minkah, it had a TJ, we're talking about this team as a contender.
No, like I'm genuinely trying, Devin. When
they had Najee.
When you ask, what do they gain from trading for Jalen Ramsey and getting Jonnu Smith, and it genuinely hurts my brain I'm trying to come up with something.
Like, you might get 2 touchdowns from Jonnu Smith, and you might get 2 picks from Jalen Ramsey. That's it.
I mean, I feel like a lawyer who just watched my client like on camera get like murdering someone. It's like, oh well, I can't defend you. It's like I that's how I feel when you ask me that question. It's like I don't know. I can't. I haven't even seen like Steelers fans talk shit. I haven't even seen Steelers fans like, oh,
it's a sad day in Pittsburgh.
Like this isn't like some Lucas shit, but Steelers fans definitely are not happy about this trade.
They got fleeced.
And they've been.
But at least with the Luka trade, it's like, oh, well, the Mavs got AD in the first round pick, the Mavs got AD.
Well, they spent.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Mavs didn't. The Mavs, we still don't know if they lost the trade yet. We're gonna find out.
We don't know. We'll find out real soon. The
Steelers, I mean, they let Aaron Rodgers walk all over them for like 2 months. They were like, we don't need to worry about a quarterback because we're getting Aaron Rodgers.
February.
But I'm saying, like, they were sitting there going, like, oh, well, they only have Mason Rudolph and this and that. And they're like, well, we're going to be fine. We're getting AR. I think.
Yep.
Like, I think we're getting A-Rod. And then it got real close to, like, fuck, I hope we're getting A-Rod. Like, I really don't know. But whole time we knew Aaron Rodgers was going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Can we take Anthony Richardson's nickname? I don't think he deserves the AR initials. Give it to Austin Reeves or Aaron Rodgers.
I think bro lost all his aura when he changed his number. He should just kept with the AR-15.
And that was in college.
And then he was like, oh, I don't want to. You know what's funny? You know, and I love. Look, here's the thing. There's 3 things I love. I love the Florida Gators. I love the time that I spent rooting for Anthony Richardson. And I also love rap music. But I do find it hilarious that Anthony Richardson's like, you know, I gotta change my number because like AR-15, it just brings like a negative connotation to like my like persona. But then it's like he drops the shittiest music videos like with the shittiest rap music, and it's like I gotta change my nickname because it's not right. It's not right. I can't be called AR-15. I can't do it.
I mean, I don't know. I can still call him AR-15.
He's 5.
Gives a shit what your number is.
Him, I guess, enough
You're
to change
spraying bullets all over the field. You've hit nobody.
But I mean, he spent a year selling merch that was literally all it said with AR-15, this and that. Like when he was in Gainesville.
Yeah, it's called getting a fucking publicist and wanting NIL deals.
I don't know. I think no, that was before NIL.
That was before NIL. Before publicist.
Anyways, Devin, let me ask you a couple questions before we talk about a player coming out of retirement. Will J.J. McCarthy win Comeback Player of the Year?
No.
Flat no? No chance? Off the top of your head?
I mean, I don't know who else would be in the running for that.
That's what I
was going to I guess DeMar Hamlin can, win it any year now?
So, if I'm not mistaken, I honestly think, and I'm going to pull up the odds right now, I think it's Dak.
See, I think the biggest argument for DeMar not winning is, like, what are you coming back to?
Life.
That's it.
I mean,
like, you're not coming back to being a top tier safety.
Look, I think everybody knows. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about DeMar Hamlin. They just didn't have a different award to give him.
True.
Like
they should have made him. They needed DeMar Hamlin award. Like, hey, he died on the field.
Yeah, it's like a DeMar Hamlin. It's like. And it's like the way they define it. Like they need a DeMar Hamlin award. And it's like for the player who wears their heart on their sleeve the most. It's like, something like, something catchy. It's like, I don't know, whatever.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure Dak it actually leads the odds for Comeback Player of the Year. So let me pull it up actually and see. Okay. And
I mean, same thing with JJ. It's like he never played a fucking snap.
But that is what makes it even more kind of. So the top 5, it's Dak and Aiden Hutchinson tied.
Oh, Aiden's gonna destroy that.
Christian
Aiden all day.
Christian McCaffrey, Trevor Lawrence, and then J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. ain't with his shit, man. He would have to, make a deep run in the playoffs.
I'll say this. Oh, no.
Sam Darnold didn't win. Did Sam Darnold win comeback player of the year?
Last year? That's a great question. I'm not sure. Here's the thing, though. I'll say that while it's a long shot for him to win, I don't even think statistically he needs to perform better than Trevor Lawrence or Dak. If he just has a great, debut season or a decent debut season, he will be probably top 3 by the time the season
Is he
ends.
still eligible as a rookie or no?
No, I don't think he's eligible as a rookie.
Okay.
I don't think you can win Rookie
redshirt
of the Year
in the NFL?
and Comeback Player of the Year.
You can't redshirt?
No, you can't Ben Simmons it.
Damn.
Was that
Oh,
who
you're
did
right.
that?
Yeah, that is what happened with Ben.
Ben Simmons did pull that shit. Will Matt Stafford retire as a Ram?
I mean, he might spend a year with the Colts.
Fuck no, absolutely not.
Everyone, Matt Ryan and Phillip Rivers did it, so why not?
Look, I know. Here's the thing, and I'm only saying it because she talks enough on the internet. His wife ain't moving to Indianapolis.
Fuck no.
His wife left Detroit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
His wife left Detroit and has been in LA ever since, and is like, I love it here.
So it's either a Ram or a Charger, yeah.
Also, Matt Stafford doesn't like his teammates. Or would she say in the interview?
I have no
She was
idea.
like, remember she did an interview. She did an interview or something, and she was like, Matt Stafford. She was like, Matt has like trouble, like I don't know, connecting with his teammates. Some stupid shit. I remember this was like when
Pretty sure he's a good teammate.
No, but I remember she came out saying some yapping about some shit he was saying to her. It's like, why are we interviewing Matt Stafford's wife? Why is she on a podcast just spilling shit?
Talk about your kids. Shut up.
The only reason I asked that is just because there was a slim chance that Matt Stafford may have ended up on a different team before I believe he inked an extension with the Rams, but there were talks of fucking I think early on, I think even Pittsburgh were making phone calls to where
there was like early Pittsburgh, maybe some Vikings talk.
Every team that at some point had interest in Aaron Rodgers were interested in Matt Stafford first.
Exactly. Yeah. Which they probably should have been interested in Matt Stafford. But, what are you going to do?
Well, I think they were. I think they were interested in Matt Stafford.
No, more interested.
I think they were.
But, no, yeah, you're right. Matt's not going to Pittsburgh. Aaron can take his spouse anywhere he'd like. So, Pittsburgh's fine.
Take his spouse wherever he wants. It's his wife. But
it's 2025, dude.
I think he probably plays these next 2 years and probably calls it a career. Probably.
Which I think is fine. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to win a Super Bowl. He already did.
Yeah, he already did his thing.
He's not going to win an MVP. Unless Puka and fuck's his name?
Puka and what, Tutu?
No.
Devontae Adams?
Devontae. Unless they go dummy.
I mean, no, there's definitely a chance where no, Matt Stafford has the weapons to put up crazy numbers next year.
For sure.
Will and or how long will Kyler Murray remain in Arizona?
I think 1 more year. I think 2 max, just because you have Marvin Harrison there.
I was gonna say if this were to be his last year, then they really better have a plan, like a next a plan.
Well, they don't have anything.
You're right, but
they haven't looked at a quarterback in 6 years. But they what, like, even out of a healthy Kyler, what are you gonna get?
Third in the NFC West,
maybe.
But
like
I'm saying,
that team, there's nothing. There's no future on that team outside of Marvin Harrison. You have an older James Conner who's played much longer than his prime should have been, which good for him. He's been great the past few years, but there's nothing else promising on that team, and unless they're gonna build around Kyler continually, I don't see a reason for him to stay there for both of their sakes.
The only problem I see, or just a problem that they'll have in the future, or maybe just in a domino effect type situation, is they get rid of Kyler and they don't have a next, like their next option is not, either too secured or just very, just they're very limited. The next step is just Marvin Harrison completely clocking out and him wanting to be the next person to leave Arizona, because he's not going to waste too much time there, especially if it doesn't work out with Kyler and they don't have a plan B or, just a next.
Now, what they can do is tank and get Arch.
Yeah, I mean,
they're bad enough to lose 13 games.
Here's the problem, and this kind of ties in with like the NIL issue as well. If whoever is first or tanks is so bad, Arch is just gonna stay in college.
Yeah,
he's gonna stay in college.
I could see Arch playing 4 too.
He's gonna stay in college, make more than he would make on his rookie deal, and that's gonna be that. I mean, he's a fat. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he has a fat NIL deal.
He's had
with
a
Texas.
fat NIL deal since high school.
Dude, he has a fat NIL deal since birth. His last name is Manning.
Wait, you sure about that?
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
you're telling me that kid didn't have to pull it through the mud like Shedeur Sanders?
Bro came out the mud. Bro came out the mud with a 401k. That's what he came out the mud with.
No, he came out with 401k.
But I'm just saying, like, you look at the difference in like, okay, so is Arch Manning only gassed up or projected to get drafted high because of his dad or parents or family or relatives?
No.
So then Shedeur.
I mean, Arch's name is definitely there. More so because of his name, but he's still.
I'm saying, like,
potential to be
people's, good. But like, I'm just confused. Like, people say you only hate Shedeur Sanders because of his last name, but why don't we hate Arch because of his last name?
I do, and it's because of what happened in Tennessee on a massage table.
That's not his fault. He wasn't even alive then.
Yeah, you're right.
He wasn't.
Never mind. I have no reason to.
Yeah, you can't get mad at him for what his uncle did in fucking 1999 or whenever that was.
95.
But no, Arch Manning, I mean, it's just I don't know if teams are gonna risk tanking for a quarterback that might just stay.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
Cam Ward, it was like suck. Cam Ward, it was time for him to go. Arch can stay in Texas.
No, I know for sure.
Like, he could stay.
And that's the thing about Cam Ward. It's like, yeah, he's good, but it's kind of like the Pacers. It's like, no one really talked about him. No one really expected him to be there. No one really cares. Like, he's there. It's cool.
My problem, my only issue with Cam Ward is like, I know people haven't noticed this, or maybe people haven't noticed it because I honestly don't know what it is. But Cam Ward, the expectations that they are setting for Cam Ward, I'm telling you, are higher than what they had for Caleb Williams, higher than what they had for Bryce Young or Jaden Daniels or CJ.
No, Caleb Williams was making the playoffs as a rookie.
Devan, they unretired Warren Moon's number.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Warren Moon said, this kid is good enough to wear my number. Devan, Is Cam
Well,
Ward
whose
like?
number were they going to unretire on the Bears?
It doesn't matter.
Vince McMahon.
I'm not shitting.
What's his name?
Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon.
I'm not shitting on. I'm not trying to shit on. Look, I'm not shitting on Cam Ward, but when it comes to the definition of generational talent,
not even close. What? He's nonchalant. He's nonchalant.
That's the level of player you unretire a number for. You don't unretire a number for. I don't know. You don't. I don't think you unretire a number.
I don't want to call
Ward.
him like a guy who fell into a number 1 overall pick, but he kind of fell into a number 1 overall pick.
He absolutely fell into a number 1 overall pick.
Like, we didn't know what the fuck was happening this year in terms of like how good quarterbacks were. We were talking about Quinn Ewers and Will Howard and all these guys, and then it's like, oh, Cam Ward standing in the pocket, cool. He's good.
The team with the worst quarterback situation 9 times out of 10 is going to have the first pick, and they're going to pick the best quarterback available. That's what happened this year. That's what happened this year.
None of these guys have been ultra impressive.
No, not at all. And like with the Malik Neighbors thing, it's like, okay, so this guy's been like dead for however long. His family said whatever, you can have number 1. That's a little bit different. I'm saying getting the number from the Giants. But Warren Moon, like, is telling the public, like, this is it. So, and I'm not saying Cam Ward, like, I've not once said, like, these words, the words, he can't do it, they haven't came out of my mouth. But it's just, what did we see? What did we see that all of a sudden made us go, like, man, we need to unretire numbers. We need to paint Tennessee fucking blue and dark blue. I guess that's their colors. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever the hell. Yeah, blue and dark blue.
We're gonna paint the colors blue and darker blue tonight.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
I
definitely
don't want to compare him to like AR because Cam knows how to win football games and knows how to throw the football, but it's on that level of like, yeah, you're a first round pick, but it's like it's kind of just happened. But at the same time, it's like when you do hype up a quarterback like a Caleb Williams, you don't get anything from it. You end up getting a Jaden Daniels.
But if you hype up Cam Ward and he pulls a Caleb Williams,
I don't think it's. They're not going to give him as much grace as they're giving Caleb Williams. That's for sure.
No, because they unretired a fucking number for the man. And I hate to say it, it's like
Warren's a Hall of Famer.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
No, there's not.
So that's actually a good question, but
I have no idea.
Yes, he is a Hall of Famer. Okay. Dude, the unretired fucking Warren Moon Hall of Famer. Like, oh my god, no, bro, this is bad. They're setting him up. And Chicago, I mean, like whether y'all like it or not, they got a better squad
for sure. Right.
So I mean, there's a little bit of like of an excuse there, but I'm saying a year, 2 or 3 years from now, when they still have this same shitty squad, at some point they're gonna go, well, why hasn't Cam Ward turned the Superman and turn this team around?
And that's the thing. Doing? It's like, even if Cam does play well, they're probably going to ship him the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean...
or just let him walk for pennies.
I feel like it's almost like... I know it's... And obviously it doesn't matter that much, but it's like, y'all retired the man's number. Y'all going to have to keep him for the next 4 or 5 years. Just off of that.
Warren, played for the organization for 15 fucking years?
Yeah, I mean, you have to
crazy, I don't know.
You have to keep the man on the team. You have to. You don't unretire. You can't unretire a number and 2 years from now bring Daniel Jones in as comp. You can't do that. That's not.
They might have to re-retire a number.
If 2 years from now, well, that's another thing.
The best thing if they get like
8
games in the season, Warren's like, fuck this. Give me that shit back, bitch.
So how does it work if 3 or 4 years from now, Cam Ward, it's like he turns out to okay, let's say he's not a bum, but he's just not the Tennessee quarterback anymore. It's like, do they hang it back up in the rafters as a retired number?
You ever seen like a restaurant or a store? It's like a grand reopening. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? You just put a banner out front. You're like, oh, we clean the floors.
No, it just means somebody new is.
You just put a banner up. You go, oh, look, we're retiring Warren Moon's number.
A grand reopening of a restaurant. A grand reopening of a restaurant just means someone new is signing the checks.
Essentially.
Usually, what they
changed 3 pictures on the wall, and they hired 2 new scrub bums.
We're under new management. Come on in. It's like it's the same burger. But Kyler, Stafford, Jaden Daniels. Will Jaden Daniels win an MVP in the next 3 seasons?
I mean, it depends on how this year goes. It's kind of the trend for when quarterbacks win MVPs outside of Josh Allen, but Lamar won his in his second season, first full season. Pat won his in his first full season. Obviously, Aaron won 2, but it's possible. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of talent.
Next 3 years.
I mean, you got to think the way that they pushed for Josh Allen. There's going to be a time where they're pushing for Joe Burrow. They're probably not going to give Lamar anymore.
Yes, they will.
I mean, there might be a little push for Jaden.
Hold on, but now they owe Lamar one for the future.
They're not going to give.
They owe Lamar one for the future. Yes, they do. They absolutely owe Lamar.
They owe him a chip.
They can't make that blunder again.
Fucking MVP, bro. They owe him a chip.
Well, I didn't get either.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean,
neither have I. So here we are.
Well, here we are, Devan, and maybe 3 years from now, Jaden Daniels could win an MVP, because you're right. There is gonna be a time where it's like, when is Joe Burrow gonna get his respect?
Exactly.
So, from that aspect, I mean, they're gonna push for Burrow at that point or at some point. But I mean, I think
Pat's gonna win another one.
But Pat could win another one. Lamar could win another one. Josh could win another one. But then if we're talking about the come up, I think Jaden jumps CJ. I think if we're talking,
Jaden's, for the time being, jump CJ for sure.
I do think he would. He probably jump CJ. Anybody in that next era, he's probably going to be the next one to win an MVP, or the first one to win an MVP. Yeah. It's just a matter of I don't know why I picked 3 years, because it just seems like if you want it,
it's a reasonable time frame. Honestly, it's probably not a bad time for him to win MVP in the next 3 years. The iron will be hot. He'll be with Washington still. I don't know what his future will be with the team, so he could leave. No one knows, but. I mean, we'll probably end up shelling out the biggest contract in NFL history when it's time to pay him.
Probably. I think, I just think Jaden Daniels, if he won an MVP in the next 3 years, it would be on some oh shit, he's next up, this is the next guy.
Yeah.
After 3 years, I think it's if he's still performing the way he did this past season 3 years from now, going into year 5, it's going to be all right. You gonna win an MVP or what? What are we?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well,
it's gonna be an expectation.
For sure, and I think all that really matters, as long as it's not he has 3 bad seasons and then has a crazy MVP run. I think he'll be in conversation for the next few MVPs. It's just a matter of.
I mean, if they weren't so dick hard over Josh Allen, he would have been in conversations last year.
Agreed.
But I mean, it turned into
They
the
can't give it
Lamar
to a
versus
rookie.
Josh Allen. It turned into a
Can't give it
Lamar
to
and
a
Josh
rookie.
Allen battle.
Yeah.
Why not?
And they wanted to prove that Josh Allen does more for his team than Lamar Jackson, which makes zero fucking sense.
I guess that's just what bro does. Darren Waller unretires.
Yeah. We were just talking about Darren Waller. That's weird.
Well, okay. Well, we were talking about Kelsey Plum, and he happened to be mentioned. But you're right.
The memes, the
Darren
Kelsey
Waller.
Plum memes have been awesome, dude.
See, here's why.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen a single Kelsey Plum meme.
Really?
No,
I don't know. It was just two dudes. It was just two dudes, and they were like, when you try to get an autograph from Kelsey Plum, and
oh, those memes I have seen. I thought you meant regarding Darren Waller.
No. Those were that's 2 years old. But it's like, Kelsey, can I get your autograph? And she's like,
yeah, all of the autograph ones, 100%. No, those have been those have been hits.
I'm just a big fan. You're fucking weird, you dirty fucking freak.
But fuck, Darren Waller unretiring. My biggest question is, why are people pretending like this matters?
Doesn't matter.
Why are people pretending like?
Squad.
First of all, the man is going to be 33. Fault? What do we fucking do?
This is y'all's fault. Y'all drafted his ass.
We drafted Keenan Reynolds, dude. We draft people sometimes, and it might not be the best thing to do. But you know what? Like,
Keenan was a dog. What a pull.
Keenan was a.
He was a triple option demon.
But that's the thing. It's like he's the
most rushing touchdowns in NCAA history.
Yeah, but it's like, it's like if you just spam the same play on Madden. It's like,
Yeah, it works.
It's like, I don't know.
You get a couple of Navy SEALs up there just pushing for you. It's nice.
But it's like he wasn't good at throwing a football, and he was a quarterback. No. So then he had to switch to a receiver. So then he played receiver, but then, like, here's the problem. He didn't spend 4 years catching any balls either. Or you know what I mean? Like, it obviously his main goal was that triple threat. Whether or not my memory doesn't serve me correct, did he catch balls? I don't know. Maybe. Fuck it. Sure. Was he doing it for Baltimore? Absolutely not. Was Darren Waller? Absolutely not. Was he for Vegas or the Giants either? Somewhat.
Well, Darren Waller was on drugs when he all drafted him.
Well, Darren Waller pulled his hamstring and retired.
Yeah.
That's what Darren Waller did. Darren Waller hasn't had 1,000 yards.
Pulled his hamstring, retired, became a rapper, country singer, whatever.
He hasn't had 1,000 yards since 2020.
Nice.
And people expect him to come out of retirement and make some comeback with Tua?
Yeah.
With Tua. Okay. Yes. Yep. Him and Tua are gonna be the best quarterback and tight end connection next season. I just I don't
we don't
see
even
it.
know if he's gonna actually play or start or be an impact at all.
Bro, they had to give up a draft pick for this fucker.
Really?
They better. Because the Giants had the rights to him when he unretired. Copy. So they had to Miami technically had to trade for Darren Waller.
That's sick.
So they traded for the man. So, I mean, they better not waste a draft pick. I mean, what that would be like, I know, okay, sure, maybe a whatever 6th or 7th round, doesn't matter, but like you're gonna trade for a draft pick and then cut the man.
You could have fucking picked up a kicker.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done something with that pick. But no, Darren Waller on retiring, I don't think it does anything. I don't.
I think it's like the least impactful move that any team could make.
Yeah. So, when it comes to the Miami Dolphins making noise next year, you're gonna have Darren Waller as one of their targets, and that's gonna be I mean,
There's
interesting.
there's no other tight ends. You lose Jonnu Smith or you trade Jonnu Smith and you go, give this fucking retired guy a call.
Fuck, dude. Like, the Ravens have 3 people you could have called for it. At least tried. I mean, shit.
It kind of shows that they don't really give a fuck.
No. If we want to make a list of NFL teams that are sitting out next season, it might be Miami. Miami might be one of those teams. But all right. Before we get into this game of Jeopardy, Devin, Lamar Jackson. He was on Lamar Jackson was on he was on Cold as Balls with Kevin Hart. And he's talking about the NFL and college and all this. And one thing completely forgot. I remember seeing this, but didn't realize how close it was. He said it was either Louisville or Florida.
It's crazy.
He said he didn't want to go to Florida because he would have been too close to home. And he needed to, he was like, I needed to go. I can't. That was too close to home. And he had a chance to start as a freshman at Louisville. So I was like, God damn. Man, low key, if we would have just let that man start as a freshman, we could have saw that man as a Gator. Would have been even cooler. But either way, the bigger thing is something else.
No shade, but y'all would have found a way to.
So when DJ Lagway wins Heisman next year, you can eat the biggest dick.
Who's the head coach?
He said something. Fuck you. Did you really just ask that question? Like, you don't know who Billy Napier is? Don't ever disrespect Billy. Don't ever disrespect that Raging Cajun again. God damn it. Anyways, until he gets fired next year, and I'm talking more shit. Lamar, he said something that kind of scared me. I mean, obviously a little motivational, kind of a little scary. Because he said that he felt like, the Baltimore Ravens are extremely close to winning a Super Bowl or getting to a Super Bowl or being Super Bowl bound. Now, one of the reasons for that is because of how easy the game has gotten for him. Now, I will say, typically when I hear somebody say the game's getting easy, it scares me. Now, when you're a two-time MVP, should be 3-time, and your stats show that it must be getting easier for you, it makes me a little more confident in that. My only thing is, whenever I hear that Super Bowl shit with the Ravens, as a Ravens fan, I kind of have to wonder and question, how long can we be that close
Super Bowl
to Super
bound?
Bowl?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think when it truly comes to the Ravens Super Bowl window, I think if we don't get it done 2 to 3,
I think
2 to 3 this year, next year.
3.
Okay, well, if the Ravens are dog shit after the next 2 seasons, then fucking cry me a goddamn river. I don't know what to say about that.
No, I'm just saying, like, with this team, with Derek, with what y'all got.
Sure, yes. So either way, I don't. Derrick Henry got 1,900 yards last year, so let's not pretend like he can't. If he's only getting me, no, he had 1,900 rushing yards last season.
Derrick had 1,900 rushing yards last season?
Yes. If I need to pull up Derrick Henry's stats, I will do so.
I think you're going to have to pull up those stats.
He had 1,921 yards, 5.9 yards a carry. 16 touchdowns, 325 yards. Yeah, or 325 attempts.
All right, then, yeah, maybe they should have given the MVP to Josh.
That's funny, but no. But that's the thing. It's like you don't even know Derrick Henry runs for 1,900 yards because how fucking great Lamar Jackson is. But no, I'd say the window's 2, 3. Whether you want to do 2 or 3, fuck, we can split hairs. But either way, there's always 2 parts of the NFL season. Right now, I'm at the part where I have absolutely no hope. And I'm probably going to go into the year with the same type of feeling, and then either the way we're gonna play against the Bills is gonna stick with me for probably the first 6 weeks. If we get like shitted on by the
probably
Bills,
the whole season.
Week 1 we get shit on by the Bills. All right, it's gonna be a serious problem.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a serious problem for a month or two. We go crazy. I'm not gonna get too hyped because fuck, we damn near beat Chiefs season opener last year and it meant absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I can't get too hyped because then we might turn around and lose to a team like the fucking Raiders. So
or the Colts.
I don't know. And then at
or
some
just
point,
wherever Gardner.
At some point,
is
I'm
Gardner
gonna
Minshew
think
on the team?
I don't know where Gardner Minshew is. That's a great question. Where is Gardner Minshew? I don't know if many people could answer that question in like
on Aaron Rodgers
confidently. Wow, what is that? What does that
I don't
even
know
mean?
What that means.
Is that his spouse? Is that I was about to say I don't even know where you were going with that, but no, the Ravens window scares the shit out of me because it opens and closes all fucking season, every season, and I don't know because I'm gonna be hype. I'm not gonna be hype. Lamar's gonna be front runner for MVP by week 14, and then all of a sudden we're gonna be struggling in the fucking wild card round and we're gonna be back to the same bullshit because I don't care how easy it is for Lamar. It's gonna come down to the shitty play calling when it comes to the postseason, whether or not it's as easy as Lamar says it is when he gets to the postseason, whether or not our defense is gonna be able to hold up and or stay healthy by the time we get to the postseason. I got a lot of things to worry about. Motherfuckers were what, 3rd in penalties last year? I mean, it's just I got things to worry about. So the fact that it's easy for Lamar, that's great. I'm sure he's going to put up MVP numbers, but I still need the Ravens to just have their fucking brains screwed on.
And I mean, like the easy comment is different coming out of Lamar's mouth because he's so versatile and so good at different aspects of the game. Like when you think about Lamar, he's really one of the only players with that running ability who's been able to toy with high school guys, college guys, and NFL guys to the same extent. Like he's making everyone look like they're a 3rd grader. But in terms of like where he's at in his career and it being easy, he spent 2 years playing half a season because he was getting injured. He had a great year last year, but they fall to the Bills. Like this shit, it's not easy. He had a rough few games this year. I don't know. I don't like the easy word, but maybe for Lamar, it's easy.
I never like the easy word. Now, when you're just like bullshitting with Kevin Hart in an ice tub, it's not as serious as like
it's not
media day, and you're like, man, this shit
Lamar
is easy.
Do a ton of interviews.
No, that's the thing. It's like if Lamar was doing a press run after practice during media, during media time, he's like, man, this shit is just so easy. We're winning the Super Bowl. It's like, okay, well, then I'd be really scared.
He's usually so locked in when he does those press conferences. He's like, we just got to play good football. I'm focused on next week. Like they don't. There's not a lot of Super Bowl talk that we saw in 2019, where big trust will win the Super Bowl, bleed at all that shit.
But yeah, all right. Lamar used the E word, and now it's time. It's time for some Jeopardy. Let's see. Let's get this Jeopardy up. All right, Devin. So we're back. We're back with this layout. We got playoffs, not including the Super Bowl. We got players, colleges. We got team stats. We got season record holders, and we have mystery.
So you're saying this is from this year?
This is, I believe, most are from this year. Not too sure what exactly we're gonna get from mystery. But I won last game, so you get the honors to go first.
Sick. It's not how honors works in golf. Some more golf knowledge for you.
Yeah, I guess.
If you make it, take it, basically. Playoffs 200.
Playoffs for 200, not including the Super Bowl. Who leads the playoffs in receiving touchdown? Who led the playoffs in receiving touchdowns during the 2024-2025 playoffs?
What the fuck?
What?
What do you mean, what?
What do we got?
AJ Brown.
Yeah, but I mean, just think about it.
Exactly. I was gonna say Terry, dude.
Devin, it's Terry McLaurin. Come on.
Shut the fuck up. Three touchdowns in the playoffs. Well, I didn't read.
Not including the Super Bowl. I've only said it twice already. We're gonna go with players' colleges. Oh my god.
Dirty dog. You dirty bitch.
Do you know?
Easy. It's so easy.
This is not fucking easy.
Really easy.
Is this easy?
Very.
Where did Randy Moss go to college?
What state is he from? It's not the big one, but it's the other one up there.
Mississippi State?
No, he's not from Mississippi, motherfucker.
Where is Randy Moss from? George? I don't know. He's from somewhere in the South. You tell me Randy Moss ain't from the South?
Yes.
That's what you're going to tell me right now. Randy Moss is not from the South.
I'm telling you that right now.
I don't know. You know, Devin, you're really making me feel stupid.
I know.
Huh?
That's what I know.
I thought Randy Moss was from the South with the accent he had.
He has an accent, yeah, but it's not from the South.
You're saying no, like he's from the fucking West Side or like West Coast or something. It's just
not from the West Coast.
Okay, so I don't know what accent you think Randy Moss has, but it's not what it is. So I don't know.
He's from West Virginia.
He does not have a fucking West Virginia accent.
Yes, he does.
No.
He's from the fucking Appalachians, dude.
No.
I was going to give you a hint. You know what my hint was going to be? Probably shouldn't say it.
What, a West Virginia accent? Because it wouldn't have helped me at fucking all. There's no... Oh, my God. Next question. What do you want to go with?
Here, I'll let you make me look dumb because I suck at player colleges. Player colleges for 3.
No, I mean, Now, what the fuck is this?
Cal.
What the fuck is this bullshit? All right.
I had to make sure it wasn't UCLA.
That's the game we're going to play. All right, playoffs 300. How many Lions have thrown passes during the 2024-25?
Ooh.
Three. Fuck you.
Damn, Teddy
suck my
threw one.
goddamn fucking dick.
Damn, Teddy. Season record holders for 2.
Which QB had the most yards per pass attempt last season?
Lamar. Bing bong.
Okay. Now we're just dick eating.
How are we dick eating?
Season holders, because now Lamar all of a sudden is fucking slinging that bitch the most. Which NFL kicker had the longest kick?
Oof.
I don't know.
Longest kick is different than longest field goal.
Longest kicker had the longest kick. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Shout out to Brandon Aubrey. Cool. Shout out to bro.
Mystery 2.
Mystery 2. Which QB had the best completion percentage?
Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, you better chill out. 2 is out there lefty slanging.
Oh, yeah, I better chill out. Yeah, it's because he fucking throws 3 times a game and then gets concussed.
False.
Let's see. I need to start. All right, I need to cook. Players colleges. Patrick Mahomes went to Texas Tech. Let's start. Let's bang out some easy ones.
Season record holders for 1.
Which player had the league? Led the league in pass attempts.
Burrow.
Yeah. It was Joe Burrow.
Joey Buckets.
He was slinging that bitch.
Fuck yeah, he was.
I'm gonna go with we're gonna go. I wonder what team stats is gonna ask me. I'm gonna go team stats too. Which NFL team allowed the most amount of points per game? Ooh. Cincinnati was getting scored on a lot.
You're right.
Cincinnati got scored on a lot. Fuck me, dude. But who allowed the most amount of points? Y'all allowed a lot of points too.
We did.
Y'all allowed a lot of points. So Washington allowed a lot of points. Cincinnati allowed a lot of points. Their defense sucked. But I mean, it could be like fucking Jacksonville or some shit though. I'm gonna go Cincinnati. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna go Cincy. See, yeah, it's some fucking dog shit team.
That was gonna be, yeah.
Carolina. I don't remember last year at all.
Like Cincinnati was horrible, but yeah.
No, it's like they were so bad that Joe Burrow had the most attempts and they still sucked.
Yes. He had the most yards, everything. Still poop. Player college is 400.
Player college is 400. Dude, what the fuck are we
There's
doing?
a lot of people who don't know this.
Shut up. You know it. Like
I know, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people who wouldn't know that.
Shut up. I bet you the 500 is ridiculous.
Crickets. Where did AJ go to college?
I don't know. Tulane.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that stands for.
Let's see. Let's see what UTEP stands for.
UTEP.
See what UTEP stands for. Let's just see where Aaron Jones went to college. The University of Texas at El Paso. Cool. Nice. So you got Delaware, and I got the University of Texas of El Paso.
All right. To be fair, Joe's the only person to come out of fucking Delaware.
The
They're the fucking Blue Hens.
Dick ever.
What's their mascot?
I got Marshall, which apparently everybody fucking knows.
Everyone
all
knows
of a
Marshall.
sudden. Nobody knows fucking Marshall.
We are Marshall.
Dude, more people know where Joe Flacco meant than who got your plane crash reference.
False.
Oh.
Joe Flacco doesn't have a movie.
False my fucking ass.
Team stats 3.
Which NFL team had the most kick return touchdowns? I don't know. Who was returning that bitch?
The fuck? I don't know.
You got a 1 in 32 chance.
Falcons. Nice.
Dallas Cowboys.
Good
Dallas
for them.
Cowboys.
Oh, that's who it was. It was Kevontae Turpin.
Okay. I gotta do something. I gotta do something big. Let's go with playoffs or season. Let's go playoffs. Which player led the NFL in receptions during the playoffs, not including the Super Bowl? So, it probably, Terry got in the end zone, but I'm going to say the completions did not go to him. Or receptions, should I say. The Eagles did not get a first-round bye, so they played 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So AJ's definitely a contender on that list. The Chiefs got a first-round bye, correct?
They won 14 fucking games. 15
I believe
games?
the Chiefs. So we're looking at the Bills, possibly, who made it to the AFC Championship game. But I mean, Khalil Shakir?
How
go
funny
in
would
there
it be
and-
if it's Khalil Shakir?
If it's Khalil Shakir, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face. I'm just gonna say that now. Ravens, no. And then who's that last team I'm thinking of? Who was in the NFC champion? Oh, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go AJ. It's probably gonna be somebody deeper than that because it's 400. So, like I said, if it's Khalil Shakir, well, this video is gonna be on Live Leak. But yeah, give me AJ. Okay,
Ooh.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because I don't think you knew that.
No. I mean, if I was thinking someone on our team, it wouldn't have been Terry. But we were slinging that bitch the most, I think.
And
you gotta
only
remember
18?
the Eagles had Saquon.
Yeah, but
But
I mean,
they
I
also
don't know.
titty smoked us, and they played a snow game.
Yeah, but they played 3 games, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Mystery for 3.
Mystery for 3. Name 2 of the 3 running backs with 16 rushing touchdowns during last year.
Saquon.
Two of the 3.
Saquon was so good, I forget about every other fucking running back in the league. You said Derek's stats earlier, and I can't fucking remember.
What do you got?
James Cook.
James and Saquon?
Sure. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
You have to be kidding me. No way I get James Cook and I don't get fucking Saquon. How did I fuck that up?
I specifically said earlier, Derrick Henry, 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns.
I said I couldn't remember how many touchdowns. And I thought for sure Saquon would have been there. James Cook was a shot in the dark, but fuck him.
Playoffs for 5. Who led in receiving yards? Oh my god. Receiving yards. All right, I'm going to lean away from the Eagles again. I'm going to lean towards the Bills. Is this the Khalil Shakir answer?
I'm leaning toward another team, but sure.
You said another team? Is that what you just said? You say you're leaning towards another team? Is that what you said? You're not going to repeat what you just said?
Well, yeah. That's what I said.
Is that what you... Okay, all right. I better say. Okay. Not the Ravens. No, I'm not going receiving yards. I'm not gonna. I can't keep. I'm not going. There's no way it's Washington 3 times. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Like Ertz probably got a lot of those receptions, either red zone or whatever.
Just
I'm gonna go
dump offs down the middle.
Yards. I mean, it's not like Travis Kelce had a resurrection. I mean, fuck. I'm gonna have to go with Give me the Khalil Shakir answer. Give me him going crazy in the postseason.
Ooh.
Fucking what is up with that?
I was gonna say James Williams, but yeah.
God Christ.
Sick. Good for us. We still
This
lost.
is a Commanders fan made this list.
False.
Pretty sure these were all Commanders.
Mystery for 4. Yeah, it's because we were good.
Yeah, for a game. Who has the most yards per carry in last season?
Yards per catch.
Yards per carry. Oh, yards per catch. It's yards per reception, not yards per catch. That's not a thing. It literally says 25 plus what? Receptions. Should be YPR, but it's okay.
I thought it was YPC.
YPC is yards per carry. YPR, yards per reception. That's why it says 25 plus receptions.
Okay.
But fuck, I mean, this is pretty easy.
Jets. Yeah, it's because he caught 8 balls.
Well, he caught at least 25.
Yeah, that's fucking nothing.
He caught at least 25 balls. Season team. I'm gonna go team 500. Which NFL team threw the least amount of interceptions? Fuck, I feel like Lamar barely threw any.
That's what I was about to say.
Well, he threw less than Josh, I know that.
Believe it.
Am I going to go with Baltimore here? Threw the least amount. I mean, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, fuck, I'm going to check afterwards. Like, I don't think Lamar broke. You know, I'm not even going to sound stupid, but I don't think Lamar threw many interceptions. Like, I verbatim, like, I wish I could remember the exact thing. I mean, I remember when he threw that pick against Buffalo, it was like, you know, Lamar only threw blah, blah, blah interceptions all year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Baltimore. You know what's fucking crazy?
That's nuts.
You know what's crazy?
They weren't on my
radar. They were
radar.
another team I was considering.
Weren't even on my radar.
And I didn't even, you know what? That's so unbelievable. Like, I got to read Justin Herbert's stat line now. Like, so he only threw 3 picks last year. Justin Herbert's stats.
I don't think he played the full year.
How much did he play? No, he threw 3 picks last season.
How many games did he play?
He played in, let's see, Justin Herbert stats. Let's pull that bitch back up. He played in 17 games last year.
No shit.
He threw 3 interceptions.
I mean, he did say what team, so.
Wow.
If he left.
I think, so what did Lamar throw? 4? Did Lamar throw 4 last year?
6, no?
He threw 4.
Damn.
He threw 4. That's fine. It's okay. What we going with?
Team stats 4.
Why are you trying to steal my big balls? Are you scared? Are you scared of the comeback? I mean,
No.
let me go for the bombs. Who led the NFL in sacks? This is not a 400 question.
How the fuck do you know this? But you don't know where Randy Moss went to college.
You don't know what a West Virginia accent sounds like.
I thought you knew he's from West Virginia. Everyone
No,
knew.
he talks like he's from fucking Mississippi.
He's
from the South.
False.
Okay.
That time I can say false.
No, you literally can't, because the Mason-Dixon line is considered, you know, that decides what the South is. So
he may have been born above it.
You
West Virginia's split.
You actually can't say false.
I can.
No, you can't.
West Virginia's split.
Okay, and unless you can figure out which hospital he was born in, you cannot say false. 100% fact.
I will figure it out.
All right, and we will get back to that. But before then, it's not false. It's not. The man's
also
from the South.
Born after 1865, so there's no South. I don't fucking.
Who led it? Who led the NFL in sacks?
The Broncos.
Yeah, the best team, best defense in the NFL, Devin.
Oh, you suck my nuts.
Season holders, 500.
You're
Which
not
running back?
Points, bitch.
I didn't think so. Pussy. You don't know where the Mason-Dixon line is. Which running back had the longest rushing play in 2024? I don't know. I could tell you it's not James Robinson. Let's go with
Brian Robinson.
I don't know. James Brown.
James Brown.
I don't know. I mean, Derrick Henry ran far. Fucking, I'm sure Saquon had his little fucking skedaddles. Derrick, I don't know. It's 500. Hold on. It's 500. Which running back had the longest rushing play? Which running back had the longest rushing play, Devin?
My dog.
Derrick Henry. It can't be Derrick Henry for 3 or for 5, but that's the only person that comes to mind when it comes to running far. Cool.
DP. Should have known that. Florida boy.
Yep. We're BU. I don't pay attention to us once we leave Florida.
400 season record holders.
Oh, shit. Jamar had 787 rack.
Yak.
Which receiver had the second most yak?
James Williams. Damn.
There's the fucking Khalil Shakir answer. God damn it. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said this was a hard fucking board. Who led the Cowboys in touchdowns? Not including passing touchdowns? Who is their shitty running back?
Zeke.
No. They had somebody else.
Little bro. Deuce.
Who's their tight end? Fuck me. Who led the Dallas Cowboys in touchdowns in the 2024-2025 season, not including passing? Ooh, not including passing. Okay. So CD was hurt half the year. But could it be like, is it like, oh, CD was hurt half the year, so you wouldn't guess him, but it is him? Is that like the game we're playing here? Is that the game we're playing? I'm going with CD. Fuck y'all. Jalen Tolbert. Yeah.
I don't even know that name.
You know, he's a beast.
Sounds like it.
He's a fucking animal.
Mystery for one.
Which QB had the most rushing yards? Come on, motherfucker. Lamar?
I was trying to remember. I know Josh had more rushing touchdowns, but
yeah, it's because he dove at the fucking goal line.
Exactly.
Playoffs. Which player led the playoffs in rushing yards? It's 100, so I'm just gonna go with Saquon.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Saquon. Which NFL team led the league in rushing yards?
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, we did like to run.
320 a game?
Yeah, no, we did that.
What the fuck?
Negative 3,700, negative 200. Wow. You know?
I had a good round.
Sure.
Decent.
I mean, neither of us are going to Final Jeopardy.
No, impossible.
We're both going home. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, when you get 400 points for knowing where the only player that literally has ever played for the University of Delaware has gone, then you know, life just fucks with you, I guess. But no.
Right. Randy Moss is the only person who's ever played for fucking Marshall, so.
No.
Yeah.
Marshall's not even a real fucking team. They just made
the only guy who's ever played for Marshall.
No, it's the first college football team that was made after a movie was made about
False.
them. Anyways, I'm just glad we had a NFL Jeopardy that at least had like I don't know, some substance.
Sure.
I guess you could say, you know, it wasn't just like
wasn't
who
like,
did
Who scored the touchdown to win the Ice Bowl in 19?
Who did the backflip? Who did the back? Who did the back hurdle against? Who was that against? The Jags?
Either the Jags or Titans. I think it was the Jags. Yeah.
Why do I feel like it was the Jaguars? Anyways,
Wow.
I mean, we talked about Darren Waller unretiring. We talked about Damian. It's crazy in 2025. Darren Waller is on a roster and Damian Lillard isn't.
Neither is Colin Kaepernick. Or Ben McLemore.
He's on a whole different roster now.
He is on.
He's the king of the court in that jail. But no, Dame cut. Team's already given up on next year. DeAndre into the Lakers. The Steelers ruining any chance they have. J.J. McCarthy, Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels. Lamar Jackson said the NFL is easy, Devin. Is there anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
He didn't say that, but
yes, he did. Said it's easy.
Yeah. Go Skins. I'm excited for the football season.
We're like 62 days away.
Don't make me horny.
I'm just saying we're close. We're about 2 months away from week 1 from the start of next season, Devin. But yeah, you know, it's 4th of July. 4th of July pod. We'll be back on Tuesday to talk, I guess, more. I mean, honestly, 4th of July is probably some moves going to be made. I'd say Dane's probably going to be on the team by the time we talk again. Probably a couple more of these, I guess, remaining free agents will be on
Maybe
teams.
a Braun trade. Maybe Steph gets traded to the Lakers.
I don't think Braun gets traded. I really don't.
I don't think so either.
I mean, why sign? I think if Braun wanted to go, if it was really up to Braun, yeah, but opt out and become a free agent, and then you're LeBron, and you can go wherever you want.
I know, but maybe he has some love for the Lakers and says, "You guys can get something out of me."
Sure. So he's gonna go to a team that's gonna get fleeced for LeBron. I mean, I don't really know. That's what I'm saying. There's no way he's getting traded. There's no way.
Not a chance.
He gets traded to the
Rich
Mavs.
Paul is the king of just.
He gets traded to the Mavs for AD, and then they finally get the future of AD with Luka.
It's honestly a great move.
And LeBron's back in Dallas with Kyrie. Full circle.
And Cooper Flag.
And Cooper Flag. But no, we will be back on Tuesday to talk more NFL, NBA offseason. We're going to talk, I got a ranking for next episode, the top 5 best retirement years, final seasons in the NFL, the top 5 best ones. We will discuss that because a couple of them are kind of interesting, and the ones that CBS picked were god-awful. But with all that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We will be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.